Holy shit, these tires are fucking incredible. This car's chassis is incredible.
Gotta give him the balance.
Track day videos can be notoriously boring, so I wanted to try and make something a little bit more engaging. I really wanted to get my R33 GTR out on Mondello Park, it's our only racetrack in Ireland. It has about 420 brake horsepower, but just to kind of give you some background and history, I used to have a DC2 Type R. I got it imported from Japan. It was pretty much stock. I just put some teen lowering springs on it. I got some semi-slicks for the track day, and then I actually ended up going back to my 8008 Rs because it was raining quite a bit, and you can see in this little potato footage from my GoPro 1 that was uploaded to Facebook and then downloaded again. Yeah, it's hard to make out, but yeah, I found the edge of it towards the end of that day. And I kind of noticed a pattern with that as I look over my Mondello Park kind of track day. That was a fun day. And fast forward a couple of years later, I got this immaculate DC2 Type R. Beautiful car. As you can see, plastic was on the thing, and I've taped up the front end. And yeah, so you know, kind of started out the same with both of those cars at the start of the day. Just been like, hey, I'm going to mind it, but as you can see in these clips, it quickly escalates, and you don't be long finding yourself kind of pushing the limits of the car. Also, this car was on, it came in on a set of Pirelli P0s, which are not a very track-focused tires, so you can really hear them screaming, but it was honestly a blast. This car was on completely stock suspension. It just had a Mugen twin-loop exhaust.
Like something going around a car park. Just burning the tires off. That's how you want to be going home on rims. Gotta give him the balance.
So it's pretty wild watching it. It's actually exciting just watching it. I'm really remembering what it was like driving it and really just seeing the contrast to the GTR, what you're going to see. Type Rs are just so good at being abused, I guess. This car, like I said, was completely stock. It came in as a beautiful car. I sold it as probably one of the best examples in the country, genuinely. You know, people might look at this going, oh, the car was looked after, don't worry about it. You see the front end was even taped up, so it didn't even pick up a stone chip. But yeah, they really are so much fun on track, and I can really remember how they do just wind you up so much. They're so reliable, they don't really need anything.
Actually made it up into first, so yeah, that was first by fucking crowd, so there was a very big disaster. I was going into Tarzan as I braked. The car cut out slightly, and I think that was because I was running the tank so low and the fuel just sloshed. Oh, I know what happened.
starved it.
Huh?
My fuel starved it. Because all the fucking petrol went to one side. Boom!
Yeah, very good, man.
We're fairly fucking abusing her there.
Yeah, you're a total different person to this morning. I just want to take it easy, not here to race.
Yeah.
Fucking pulling handbrakes. Fucking corner.
Oh yeah, just to get used to it.
You're fucking baking under there, my god.
You
Is
can't
it?
touch anything.
Fucking-
Picking up the plastic dipstick is fucking like burning my hands. Go too
You
hard.
just see the dipstick drooping and just melting itself.
I got burned by plastic.
Yeah, that was kind of the end of the day then, but not a bad way to end it, of course. And I was getting pretty wound up towards the end of the day and kind of sloppy and just kind of really having too much fun. So it might have been best. So yeah, that's kind of my experience in the DC5. So yeah, now onto the GTR. At the start of the day, I was really just kind of, taking it very easy and also just really trying to figure out how to drive this car. It's geared completely different. There's a completely different power band. The grip is completely different. It was in rear wheel drive and there was a lot of just cars buzzing around me. So I really just took my time at the start of the day. I've just gotten back from first good laps. I mean, taking it easy, taking it very easy. Has a lot of grip. Actually, I turn off the GoPro, but yeah, having an absolutely unreal time so far. So good to finally get the car out. Front wheel drive isn't working, but honestly, on a dry day like this, I don't actually know if it makes any odds. So I'm getting absolutely blown away by Hondas on the corners. I'm just not throwing my car in that hard, but with a good driver, I know this thing could do a lot. But anyways, I'm just coming in and kind of doing like, so I do 3 laps. I've already done 5. Well, I did like 3 earlier. I did 2 sighting laps. I've already done 5. So my rule was I'll do about 3. The oil temperature is just kind of coming up, so not really coming up, but just sitting in the middle. I don't want to just do hot lap after hot lap. Yeah, just want to keep an eye on the car, make sure everything's good. But yeah, having an absolutely great time. Yeah, I'm not going to go too mad. I didn't bring any petrol, so. So I started to find my groove after the first couple of laps, and then I was braking harder on the main straight and noticed that the brake vibration issue unfortunately came back. So it had not been fully rectified. It was a lot better on the road, but under the track, it seems like, yeah, my brake discs are shot and they vibrate when they get heated up. So what was also contributing to the brakes heating up was just my driving style. When I was out early in the day, I was nervous and my lines were all over the place, and I was braking and changing up and down gear, and I didn't really know what I was doing because, like I said, I wasn't used to this car on this track. So as the day progressed and I got more and more practice in, I realised, yeah, I didn't really need to lean on the brakes so much, and I could just leave the car in third, use the gears to brake down and just be nice and smooth. The car has a lot of torque, it was still able to carry loads of speed through the corners, and that style of driving actually, smooth as fast. And yeah, I had a really nice day, didn't put any excessive strain on the car. So yeah, one thing that was really apparent was how important good seats are. You can see I'm having to hold myself up as I throw myself into corners. The stock GTR seats aren't that good actually.
was doing some laps, definitely getting a lot quicker. I was thinking the first few laps I was like, I'm definitely quicker than any of the type, or slower than any of the Type R's that I've ever been in on Mondello, and now I'm definitely quicker, overtaking a few kind of more standard Type R's and stuff very easily, and even catching some of the track cars. So yeah, this thing's got a lot of grip, a lot of power. It's, you know, it definitely still, you know, rolls around a bit being a road car and being a 33, but you know, the boat, but yeah, it drives beautifully. I'm having a great time, and yeah, getting the hang of the track, kind of getting on what gears to be in and stuff. Yeah, just need to mind the car. It's very easy to get wound up and just keep doing laps. So we're coming up on the halfway break. I only used about half a tank of petrol, so that's definitely less than I've used in Hondas. So yeah, I'm not doing as many laps, but the laps are way more intense and I would say more fun. So getting the same kind of bang for my buck. Yeah, the track action, there's a lot of people there's been a few crashes, people are kind of making contact. Some people treat this kind of like a race. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to find gaps, ways in the middle. If I see some kind of standard cars, I'll chase them down, but if I see the kind of track cars, I'm just letting them go and giving myself a bit of room.
So yeah, I did a lot more laps later on. The GoPro battery died, so I didn't get too much more media, but yeah, the day just carried on, and thankfully the car all came back in one piece.
Say one piece.
Tires are fairly bubbled up, but
Tires were really sticky and held up really well. I still have a lot of thread on them, so I kept driving them on the road. Put the car into an NCT and actually didn't fail on anything, bushings or tires or anything like that, so the car was all good. Yeah, it was really good to finally get the GTR out in Mondello Park. I had such a good time. It was so good to finally put this car to use. See all the other beautiful cars as well that are in the country, like that Mugen DC5, Chaser 180, the Spoon EG6. There's also that crazy I think 1 use a year old Toyota V8 Supra. Glad I kind of scrambled the night before putting on the Nismo control arms. They really helped a lot with the vibration, and I was able to kind of drive around the brakes after a little while, so that was really good. I also had a wheel stud as well that I changed the night before, so yeah, it was good just to kind of get all that done. Big shout out to the Hire Racing guys. They put on amazing events. The DC5 video was a Honda day that I did back like 5 or 6 years before this one, and then this one was all Japanese. There's still a lot of Hondas there, but my car featured in their promo video, so I hope they don't mind me putting this clip in, as I just really like the
pressure make diamonds. Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so much money.
Thanks so much for putting it in, lads. So yeah, that was a fun video to look back on. The DC5, as you can tell, they're an absolute blast to drive. Any Type R stock suspension, mediocre tires, you'll have an absolute ball. They're not going to give you any issues. The only thing that happened was I ran out of petrol. You know, GTR, it doesn't really come across in camera as very exciting, but it was definitely super exciting to drive. You know, the GTR could use better brakes, better oil cooling, things like that. But I think the biggest thing ultimately that I need for track day driving is the driver mod. So the issue with that is, these are my road cars. I love these cars. You can see I tape up the front end. But the GTR, you know, all the suspension bushings and stuff, they're so expensive, and the car has to go through an annual inspection to be on the road, and I want to keep it on the road. So, you know, dropping wheels in corners and hitting apexes over rumble strips just isn't an option, because it's just going to, you know, destroy that car. So I think what I really need is a dedicated track car. It's something I've wanted for, you know, as long as I've been a petrol head. I've been in Mondello in some of my friends, you know, track Hondas, EK9s, and just being in the car when they're dropping wheels on apexes and just going over the rumble strips, not giving a crap. That's really what I want. But I've also, my taste has changed. I do like Hondas, but I'm, you know, done with front wheel drive, and S2000 is out of the picture because they're too expensive, and also I don't think I want a soft top track car. So I really want something that's going to be reliable, NA, good power band, readily available parts, kind of disposable chassis, something that's not really appreciated yet, but I think is quite cool. So that's how I landed on a Fairlady 350Z. And the other big advantage too is I would like to try drifting at some point. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it or if I'm going to be able to afford it. I think I'll definitely like it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to afford it or kind of justify the cost of it. So I think, you know, having a Fairlady that's been set up for track is going to be perfect for doing the occasional track day, the occasional drift day, being able to switch between the two. So the good news is the videos are now up to date on the toys. So next 2 videos, we're going to be tackling upgrades on the 350 and then bringing it in on track. So I'm really excited to be caught up in the videos and going to be pumping out stuff, you know, that's present. So yeah, looking forward, and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.